Imagine waking up in a crowded train station in a foreign country. You don't know where you are, then it dawns on you that you don't know who you are. That's what happened to our next guest after suffering an adverse reaction to an anti-malarial drug. He has spent much of the past decade trying to recover the memories that he lost and to understand the person that he was. David MacLean is here now to talk about his new book, The Answer to the Riddle is Me, a memoir of Amnesia. And David MacLean, welcome to Chicago Tonight.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, take us to that day when you're in India and you wake up and you have this realization that you don't know who you are and you don't know where you are.
Yeah, I always think about it in terms of like a daguerreotype, like the first kind of photography, where they coated a copper plate covered with chemicals and then exposed it to the light, and whatever light was there was seared onto the copper plate. That's what it was like. It was sort of like my brain was coated in chemicals, and all of a sudden I was exposed to the light. I remember that day better than I remember what I had for dinner last night.
And what did you think was happening to you? Because what you're describing is like, in a sense, this was a new image on a blank mind.
Yeah, for a while I didn't think anything. For a while I was just sort of like, oh, and I was just sort of looking around, and I didn't panic for a while. And then once I realized I didn't know what I was going to do next, that's when I started to panic.
You had some luck, though. There was a person you came to call Josh who found you. Who was Josh, and what did he do for you?
Josh is a tourist police officer. And
a tourist police officer?
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. And he found me, and he said to me, he was like, I'm used to finding foreigners like you doing your drugs here. And as soon as he said that, he sort of gave me a narrative. And I made up a narrative in my mind that I was a drug addict in India. I made up a girlfriend that I had that I did drugs with. So
once he said, you know, I've seen foreigners before, you're obviously, you know, come to our country, use recreational drugs, and now you're just having a bad trip or something.
Right.
You went with it.
I totally went with it, thought I was that guy. And really had a whole story. I made up a woman named Christina, who I can picture in my head, but who's never existed.
Okay, so make a long story short, because of Josh's efforts in part, you wind up in a mental asylum, and you're there for 3 days, and you're able to communicate with your parents because you did have your driver's license with you, yep. And the authorities were able to contact them. But you were able to recognize your parents. Describe the encounter between you and your parents.
When my parents walked into that hospital room, it was stunning. Like it was like a wheel. A gear finally found its tooth. Like it finally sort of linked up, and I didn't know exactly who I was, but I was starting to get an idea, because seeing the way they looked at me, I knew I was part of them. They owned me in some ways.
Well, in the meantime, you've been having, not only have you lost your memory, but you're having these horrific hallucinations, yeah, throughout the time. So you don't know what's real, you don't know what isn't. And your mother tells you that Anne and Sally are very excited to see you again. What was your reaction to that statement?
I was like, great, I can't wait to see them. I had no idea who they were.
And it turns out that they were?
One was my girlfriend and one was my dog.
So, and your time, you were in India on a Fulbright scholarship, yep, a writing scholarship, and you know, here we're looking at, just tell us real quickly.
That's the flat I walked out of at 4 p.m. on the October 16th. I walked out of that flat with the door wide open, with my computer on, music blaring, and I just left. And I know it was at 4 p.m. I don't remember it, but I know it was because the watchman of my building saw me leave, and he thought I was drunk because I was just stumbling. And yeah, so those hours between 4 p.m. and whenever I woke up on the train station the next day are gone.
Mm-hmm. And these are images from, you know, images that you took. Why were you taking these pictures?
These pictures are, this is a guy in Calcutta who's selling stuff. He's a trash picker, and he's selling stuff that he found. And that's sort of the way, I always look at this picture and I say, that's the way I made my identity. I found whatever was lying around, and I made my identity out of it.
And the same with this this
picture is I feel like all of us are that stall and that man. Like we're so full of stories, and we're so concentrated on the thing right in front of us, the ephemeral in front of us, but we have all these stories behind us.
Okay, so so your parents come, they come immediately to India, and they get you out of the mental asylum. They pay the bill, which unbelievably for 3 days of pretty good medical treatment was only $40. So
Yeah.
they take you back to Ohio, and you go back to Ohio and you start pretending that you remember things, that you remember people. Why were you pretending?
I was terrified of going back to the hospital. I was terrified of making my parents worry more. I was terrified of not being well. So I faked it. I just sort of said what I thought people wanted to hear, which is actually way easier than I ever thought it would be. Now I understand how con men work because people will fill in the conversation for you. And you don't actually have to say anything.
So looking back on it, because this happened in 2002, just how much of your memory do you believe you lost?
It's hard because losing your memory, you're confronted with the question, what do you not know? And that's a really hard question. I know what I don't know when I run into it, and I'll run into people who I have no idea who they are, but they know me. And that's always a difficult moment for me.
But when you went back to Ohio, you didn't recognize your girlfriend. You didn't recognize friends. I mean, you, as you say, were faking it. And you write that as you tried to piece yourself together, you started to think that maybe you hadn't been such a nice person.
Yeah, part of the hallucinations was that Jim Henson, God in the form of Jim Henson, came to visit me. And
Jim Henson, the Muppeteer.
The Muppeteer, I mean, who better to be an image of God than Jim Henson? He came to me and he sort of rejected me from like the higher level of consciousness. So I felt, and that's one of the crazy things about this story, is when you carry the residue of a hallucination with you into the real world. When all of a sudden the residue of Crazy Town starts to infect your life. And that's what happened to me. I really thought I was a terrible person, and I looked around for information that corroborated that.
All right, so you say you were in Crazy Town for a while. So you're back in your hometown in Ohio.
Yep.
For a month, and then, unbelievably to a reader, you decide to go back to India. Why? After such a harrowing, nightmarish experience.
If I had stayed in Ohio, I would have been confronted again and again and again with things that I was supposed to know but didn't. And I think if I had stayed in Ohio, it's a stupid decision. It's a stupid, brilliant decision that I ended up making.
Going to India.
Going to India back. It sounds stupid, but it ended up, I think, saving my life. Because if I kept bumping into the things I didn't know, I would feel more and more and more like a failure, and then just end it. When I was in India...
When you say end it, you write that you think you would have killed yourself.
Yeah, yeah. But in India, nobody expected me to know anything. Like, I was a blonde guy in Tarnika, the Tarnika section of Secunderabad. Like, nobody expected me to know anything. And so it was easier dealing and recovering from what happened to me than being in Ohio.
So, as I mentioned, this happened in 2002. How much of your memory has returned?
The best way to sort of explain it is that it's sort of like the year prior to it happening is pretty much gone. And that's been difficult. And there are moments that I kind of remember, but it's also now 12 years past. So it's hard to now say, you know, Phil, what were you doing in October 12 years ago? But I actually, I remember waking up after it, but that year before is still spotty.
Again, all this stems from your use of an anti-malaria drug called Lariam. What have you learned about Lariam and its side effects?
Lariam is the brand name. Mefloquine is its generic name. And it's a really interesting divisive drug. It started out in 1971, developed by the military along with Hoffman LaRoche in a public-private venture. And they developed it because Vietnam soldiers were coming back with malaria, even though they were taking chloroquine. And so they needed a new drug. And so they developed Lariam. And it seemed like a miracle drug.
Because it did stop the malaria.
It did stop the malaria, and it still works in terms of fighting cerebral malaria, which can kill you in 2 days. Like, I would take Lariam. Even I would take Lariam in those areas that have that specific kind of malaria. But what happened was people started having these incredible side effects.
And you write that according to one study, up to 67% of people have side effects, not all, and about 6% have severe side effects that require medication, a hospitalization, that is. And to what extent is this drug still used?
It's still used in the military, sadly. And it's one of the hard things about the drug is as soon as you recognize that there's any symptoms, confusion, aggression, paranoia, any of those things, you're supposed to stop taking the drug right away. The problem is, if you're in a foreign country, you're going to be confused. And so it's hard to recognize what confusion is when you're confused. And so it's a difficult drug to get a handle on to recognize those early symptoms.
What was the hardest part about writing this book?
The hardest part was not being jokey about it. And the hardest part was not making it a funny anecdote. The hardest part was taking it seriously again and dealing with it again. I think anecdotes sort of pressure seal traumatic events for us and can keep us safe from them. And I had to learn not to be that guy anymore.
To what extent, David, do you think you are the person you used to be?
That's a really difficult question. I mean, my parents definitely say that there has been a change. I'm less glib than I was before. I'm less inclined to just say absurd things off the cuff than before.
Because you were known as a prankster.
Yeah, I was just sort of like a dude. And that sort of changed. I think I allow myself to be serious.
Well, David MacLean, thank you for joining us. As I told you before we started on camera, it's a beautifully, poetically written book about a nightmare.
Thank you.
Really
thank
interesting.
You.
Which is an odd compliment.
Yeah, that's an odd compliment. I'll take it.
David MacLean, thanks so much. And
Thank
David
you.
MacLean will be reading from his book at the bookstall in Winnetka tomorrow night and at the bookseller in Chicago on Thursday. Details and an excerpt from the book can be found on our website. And back with a look and analysis of the PBS smash hit Downton Abbey right after this.